Smackdown. Hello again, everybody. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside. And there is the animal, the World Heavyweight Champion, Batista.
The road to WrestleMania starts in San Antonio Sunday night, the 20th annual Royal Rumble.
Contest is scheduled for one fall approaching the ring from Washington, D.C. Weighing in at 290 pounds is the World Heavyweight Champion, Batista.
And ladies and gentlemen, Sunday night, Batista will defend the World Championship against the #1 contender, albeit by controversial fashion. Nonetheless, it is Mr. Kennedy who will face Batista Sunday night.
One thing that is not controversial or controversial, as Teddy Long would say, is the fact that Mr. Kennedy has defeated 6, count 'em, Michael, half a dozen, a baker's dozen, divided in half, 6 world champions in the last 12 months. Unprecedented in the history of WWE, and now he gets a chance with the lights on bright to take the championship from that man, Batista.
And Kennedy has already defeated Batista a couple of times last year. Mr. Kennedy focused on winning the championship back again on Sunday night, and it could very well happen.
Gregory Helms. Gregory Helms. And from Raleigh, North Carolina, weighing in at 215 pounds.
You're the World Heavyweight Champion. Everybody knows that. But I'm the longest reigning champion in Smackdown history. And the difference between you and I is going to be more apparent at the Rumble this Sunday when you lose your World Heavyweight Championship. You see, it ain't the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog.
Well, Gregory Helms makes a good point. It was at the Royal Rumble last year, John, that Gregory Helms won that Cruiserweight Championship, and he's held the title ever since.
The record he beat was the record of mine, JBL. And if anybody's going to beat my record, I am proud as I can be that it was Gregory Helms that did it.
So it is champion versus champion to kick things off here tonight on Friday Night Smackdown. An important match. Oh, and look at Batista. Not in a mood to play games here tonight. And you saw what happened to Batista at the hands of Kennedy last week here on Friday Night Smackdown. And perhaps looking to take that anger out on Gregory Helms here.
Yeah, and a complete cheap shot by your champion that you're so esteemed by you, Michael Cole.
Cheap
you
shot.
You call it a quick start, it's a cheap shot.
Big boot to the face.
What he did to Gregory Helms was a cheap shot. Acknowledge it.
And Batista with a clothesline, knocking Gregory Helms up over the top rope. Helms should have been out here talking trash. Let's watch this kick to the face again by the world champion Batista. And Batista's had so much success at the Royal Rumble over the years. In fact, a couple of years ago, Batista actually won the Royal Rumble match itself, went on to WrestleMania to win the championship. Batista looking to keep the title at the Rumble this year.
Batista knows how important the Royal Rumble is. At this Royal Rumble, he's defending that title. Batista is amped up for this match in 48 hours. We better see him at his best.
And John, you saw Gregory Helms with a thumb to the eye. The Cruiserweight champion taking it to Batista and dropping the leg on the back of the head. Batista cannot look past Helms here in this non-title matchup to Kennedy on Sunday.
He better not look past Helms. Look, I always believe a good big man always beats a good little man. But Gregory Helms is one of these guys
who
unless
you're Rey Mysterio against JBL. And look at Batista with one arm shoving Helms halfway across the ring.
You call the Max, moron. What happened between me and Rey Mysterio has nothing to do with this.
And Helms with a knee to the head of Batista. Batista really battling this matchup with one eye after the thumb to the eye. Gregory Helms dropping the leg to the throat of Batista.
Muhammad Ali made the transition to heavyweight champion. So did Evander Holyfield, Roy Jones, Bernard Hopkins, Rey Mysterio. Gregory Helms can make the transition to heavyweight. You will see that in 07. That's JBL's prediction.
And those punches will not help Batista's eye any. Here's the cover and a kick out by Batista at 2. Another cover by Helms and another kick out. And Helms into a third cover and the champ kicks out again.
Helms has been Smackdown's best kept secret. He has not only held that title longer than anybody in its history, including me, he has basically dominated the division.
And Batista planting Gregory Helms with a spine buster. And the Animal getting fired up. The world champion with a spear. Knocking Helms nearly clear out of his boots.
Batista's ready for San Antonio.
Thumbs up, thumbs down, and you can bet Mr. Kennedy is watching this performance of the world champion. Gregory Helms in trouble. Batista measuring his man. Could this be the fate of Kennedy? The Batista bomb. Champion into the cover, hooks the leg, and Batista rolling head to the Rumble.
But the difference, Michael, is a very good cruiserweight.
Here's your winner, the World Heavyweight Champion, Batista.
A very good cruiserweight, maybe the best ever in Gregory Helms. He's making the move up to heavyweight. Compare that to Mr. Kennedy, who has beat Batista twice already. If he beats him in 48 hours, Mr. Kennedy takes his place with destiny, walks out of San Antonio, the Royal Rumble World Champion.
But John, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. This is a different Batista from last year. Here's Batista, the Animal Unleashed, the world champion, who is focused and determined to keep the championship at the Rumble. And will that be the fate of Mr. Kennedy?
I'm not saying Batista's not a great champion. What I'm saying is the improvement, the amelioration of Mr. Kennedy since last year until now may mean Mr. Kennedy holds that title Sunday.
We are back.